Are you tired of having a slow loading WordPress website? You know, it's affecting your clients, it's affecting how many leads you're getting, and ultimately affecting your sales. You just simply want a faster WordPress website. Well, my friend, in this video, I'm going to share with you how to set up and install what I believe is the #1 WordPress plugin so that you can have a fast loading website. So by the time you are done watching this video and you install this plugin, you get it all set up, you should see seconds being shaved off your load time for your website, and you will have happier customers. Stay tuned.
Digital marketing for DIYers.
Hey friends, thank you so much for joining me. I am your webmaster, 𝗫 Heidlebaugh, and you're watching the Digital Marketing for DIYers show, the place where we talk about web design and SEO, social media, and topics like this. Topics about how to get your website to load faster. And the purpose of this is to help motivated individuals take control of their online success. So would you do me a favor? If you find value within this video, would you please consider subscribing? All you have to do is hit the little subscribe button underneath this video and hit the bell notification. That way you never miss a future episode. And thank you so very much for your consideration. Okay, so getting into this video, and the topic of this video is how to install 𝗵𝗶𝗃. So 𝗵𝗶𝗃 is what I believe the #1 WordPress plugin to help your website go faster. So if you don't have this, this plugin, in the show notes of this video, you can see my affiliate link and descriptions of this product. And that way you can go pick it up yourself. Now, it's one of those things, I'm not being sponsored. I'm not being promoted. This is one of those things that I truly, practice what I preach. So when I work with companies, when I work with, individuals, I desperately want you to have a fast loading website. So this is actually the tool that I use. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump over to the computer, and we're going to, I'm going to show you how to get the plugin, how to install it first, and then we'll get it set up. So let's get started. Okay, so here's just my regular website where I have services and people can work with me and things like that, and also where the blog is for digital marketing for DIYers, and also information about the podcast and all that fun stuff. But I need it to go faster, right? Just like if you have a website, you need it to go faster, and that's what we're going to work on. So we're going to go to 𝗵𝗃-rocket.me. Okay, and you can read more about how great they are. I mean, they're page caching, page preloading. Some of this might be over your head. I can just tell you that it works. It really is superior WordPress performance, as their website says. Okay, so basically you're just going to go to buy it now. You can choose the option for you. It depends on when you get it. They have different sales, different things like that. If you sign up for their email list, sometimes they send you different things. But if you are an agency, man, I cannot tell you, getting the Infinite, this is what I have, and it is amazing because I don't have to worry. I can just work with clients, and I don't have to worry about each client being $50. But, I guess if you are a media company, you could sell it for what it costs, right? And then you can make the extra money. So this is a great way for you to make money. But if you are an individual and you just need your website to load, you're just going to want to get this one here. So you just purchase it just like you would with, anything else that you would do. And then, once, you purchase the plugin, then you will have access to like a dashboard and an account. Okay. So when you're here, like on the homepage, for an example, you just click on account and it'll take you to your download. Okay. So once you're kind of logged in, as you can see here, again, I have the infinite license here. And basically what it is, and then you'll just click download. So when you log in, you'll see the websites you work with, your license, different things like that. And then you will just click download 𝗵𝗃𝗃, and it'll download it to your computer. And then you will upload that to your website. So let's do that. So let's just go ahead and click download 𝗵𝗃𝗃. You'll get the latest version, and then we'll go over to the website. Real quick, on a side note, when you're working with 𝗵𝗃𝗃 or really any kind of plugin, they have an amazing documentation, like knowledge-based areas. So if you get confused or you get stuck, they'll show you how to use the product, how to download it. But one of the key factors is making sure you keep track of your license code. A lot of times when you're working with a paid plugin, they give you a license. So you want to make sure you store that in some place, or at least make sure you keep your login information. So if you ever need to, work with your website, you can get access to that. So, when you're working with this, definitely make sure you keep your login information because you might need it in the future. So, okay, let's get back to work. Okay, so once you have that downloaded, what we're going to do is we're going to log into the website. And of course, I'm going to assume that you already have access to your website. Somehow you logged in or whatever. But basically what you're going to do is you're going to go down. You're going to go to plugins. Okay, click on plugins. And now what you're going to do is you're going to click on add new. Okay, so plugins and then add new. And now instead of searching for a plugin, we're going to upload a plugin. Okay, so you're going to click upload, and then you're going to see it says choose file. And you're going to simply select choose file, and it's going to pull up, your downloads, or you might have to search for where you download. Where does your downloads go to? You're just going to have to figure out where that is. It might be on your desktop. It might be a file called downloads. So just kind of keep track of that. Also, too, if you do have it downloaded, like if you have a Windows machine and it's sitting here, you can just drag that over too. But we're gonna go get that real quick. Okay, so once you find the file and you have it here, we're simply going to click install now. Very simple, very easy. Doesn't take very much time at all. I mean, again, the amount of time that's going to make a difference for you is going to be dramatic, I believe. So I've used a lot of the different WordPress plugins that you find that are free. And I really do believe that the paid solution is the way to go. So once this is loading, we'll see it says unpackaging the package, installing the plugin installed successfully. Now, if you get something other than this, where if it says a plugin it failed, then you might have to, check for something else to see if what happened. But we're going to click activate plugin, and we should be good to go. I do believe that 𝗵𝗵𝗆 has this kind of fixed up where they know that, your license and everything is kind of built into this, because it just seems to just work. Like you really can't share this with somebody else. Okay, so once that gets going, you should have some sort of notification here that says 𝗵𝗵𝗆 is good to go, test your load time, or visit your settings, okay? If you don't see this, or maybe at the time of this recording, it's here, but maybe in a future version of WordPress, this won't come up. But you can just go down here and look for 𝗵𝗵𝗆, and you can see the settings right here, okay? So that's all you have to do to install this, okay? Very simple. So let's go look now at some load times, okay? Okay, so what I want you to do first is to create a baseline for your website. So what I want you to do is go to gtmetrics.com. Okay. And this is what it's going to look like. Now it's going to test it from Vancouver, Canada at the time of this recording. But again, you can get a free account. You can sign up. It doesn't cost anything. There's nothing going on. No magical trickery or anything here. Basically, just sign up, you get a free account, and then it gives you a few other options. Like I test from Dallas a lot. But you can put your website here, test it, and see what it comes up with, just so they have a baseline. Okay. Okay. So when I get my baseline, this is what we're looking at. Website loads in about 3.3 seconds. There's 65 things are loading. I can see the page size. I got a D and a C. Basically looks like I was in high school here. And these are my grades. It just doesn't help me very much. This is what it's telling you. And it tells you how to optimize images, how to take care of some JavaScript, how to do some caching issues, but we're really looking at this load time, and we're looking at requests and how long this stuff is taking. Okay. So now let's go work with the plugin. So when you're here again, you can click on settings, or you can go down to the 𝗵𝗵𝗆 and click on settings, okay? So this is your new dashboard, okay? You can clear your cache, which if you make changes to your website, you can, clear it here. You can look at different options that you have here. But basically what we're going to do is we're going to go look at file optimization. Okay, so once we're here, we're going to look at, what these things kind of do. So 𝗦𝗫𝗍 CSS file. It's going to remove white space, okay? This is what I select. Could break my website. Great. So you might want to have a backup, I guess, as, disclosure. Make sure you have a backup if you need it, but I feel pretty confident with my install. And so we're going to combine the files. Okay. I'm going to optimize the CSS delivery too. Okay. We're going to remove the jQuery. We're going to minify the JavaScript. It's telling me again, yes, this could break the website. I feel comfortable with it. We're going to combine JavaScript files. Okay. Activate it again. Perfect. Load JavaScript deferred. Sounds great to me. I feel good with this. And we're going to click save. Okay. Now we can always go and look at our website after we do this to make sure we could, let's go back to the dashboard and let's clear the cache, because we don't want to have any, major issues or anything. Let's clear the cache. Now let's look at the website. Let's just make sure everything's still in place, right? Let's make sure that everything looks good. Yep, everything, I'm still there. Everything's moving around fine, so I feel good with that. Okay, let's go back to the settings. And what we're looking for, again, is we're looking to just make sure there's nothing we're missing here, okay? And if there's different ways to get here. You can go to plugins, but you can also go to settings, has WP-Rocket. So again, sometimes there's like 5 roads that lead back to the same thing, but I want to keep this simple for you. So again, we're going to go to our settings. Okay, so now let's do media. Now this is a great one here. This is lazy load, okay? So it's telling you that it'll prove the actual or perceived loading time as images will be loaded as they enter or about to enter the viewpoint. So as somebody's scrolling, then they will kind of load, right? So it kind of works pretty good. So I don't really have, I have videos, but I feel pretty comfortable with what I have going on. So I'm just going to do images. I can disable WordPress embed, some of the stuff, but I'm just going to click on just the images. Okay, great. I feel pretty comfortable with that. And now that's it. Like that is, like I feel comfortable with everything that we have done here. Okay. So I'm going to clear the cache again. That's it. Like it takes longer for me to talk than it was to actually do anything. We just installed it. We went to file optimization, just turned on all the file optimization stuff, went to media, took care of the images, and that's it. There's other things you can look at, but these are the basics that's going to help us so much. So now let's go back and do a new test and see what we're working with. Okay, so this is what, of course, what it looks like. I have HTTPS, so it is not HTTP. It's not doing anything weird. I'm doing it from Dallas, Chrome desktop. And before we were at 3.3 and we had a D and a C and it just wasn't looking very good. And now you can see we're at a C, a B, 1.8 seconds. The requests are so much lower. So let's look at this compared, okay? 65 requests. Now we have 39. We are at 2.02 megabytes in page size. Now we're at 1.8. It loaded 3.3 seconds. Now we're at 1.8. Page speed, 79 and 84. We were 69 and 74. Now, some of the same things is obviously we can work on some of the JavaScript. Some of it's sometimes it's hard because if you have Google Maps or something, I don't want to get too much into that, but I wouldn't worry about that too much. But for me, I can optimize images, and that's what's going to tell me is that I can go in here and I can optimize some of these images. And then honestly, this would probably be a lot closer down to the 1 second mark to load. Okay. So, I mean, you might say, well, Chris, man, a 3.3 second website was fine. Like, why did you have to do that? But we're in a very highly competitive world, and anything we can do, with to save time for people is a big deal. And so saving, I can almost get this to probably 2 seconds, saving 2 seconds, once I optimize these images, it's dramatic. So it's a huge, huge deal. So again, go to WP-Rocket, check this out. Look at the, follow the steps I gave you how to install it, select the stuff I selected, and then retest, and you should be just so happy with your results. Well, guys, there you have it, and hopefully that made sense. If you need more help with this, you can always get a hold of me. But here's the question of this video, okay? In the comment section of this video, after you give a like or a thumbs up, please, let me know, did you see any kind of impact? If you use this plugin, and you installed it, did it actually help you? And maybe you can share with me, like, how much did it help you? Did it help by just a couple seconds? Did it do like 4 seconds or 5 seconds? I would love to hear how it benefited you, with your time. So thank you so much for taking care of that. And again, if you need help with this, WP-Rocket has amazing support. So if you work with them and you purchase their plugin, they're really going to, be there for you. They really are a great company. And I trust them myself, right? I trust them with my businesses and with my clients. So I think you'll be going really good. So make sure you check out some of these other videos that might be able to build, help you grow your digital business online. And don't forget, if you haven't subscribed yet, please hit my head. And, hopefully, it's one of those things we can continue to be friends and to grow online. So thank you so much for watching this video. And until next time, I do hope you find success online, offline, and in your life. God bless.